This flow inspired by Henry, where spirituality meets religion.
You and I, my brother and my sister, are already living in eternity. It's a bold statement to make, but let me give you a little bit of an explanation, or a clarification to what I just this claim I just made. We're already living in eternity. That's what I said, and I'm going to say it again. We are already living in eternity. Now, we believe, we all agree that God is in eternity. Like, He lives in eternity, no time constraints to who God is. Right? We all believe and we all agree to that. Now, the concept of rapture, the end of time, is that uh, we'll die and then, go and join God in eternity. I was making this argument and someone made the clarification to me that, okay, that yes, truly God is living in eternity already. Hmm? And then, but what we will now do is, when we die, we will now go and join Him in eternity. We'll go and join Him in eternity and also live in eternity, like whether in the good part via heaven or in the bad part via hellfire. That constructs of these two. So, but first of all, the first question I asked is, we will go and join God in eternity. It not click, it not really make sense to me, because eternity is something that's supposed to not have an end, right? So I have not seen something that doesn't have an end, that has a beginning. Where did it begin from? Since it doesn't have an end, where did it start from, please? Since it doesn't have an end, where did it start from? Calculate to me, mathematically speaking, explain to me how it started, since it doesn't have an end. Okay. They said God is the beginning and the end, right? It's the beginning and the end. Nobody knows where the beginning began. So, but you die and then you now join God in eternity. That means you have now happened to have the beginning of your own eternity. So is it eternity you're actually living in? Since we now know the beginning of your own eternity, is it actually eternity that we are living in? That you are going to believe in it? Let me ask you, if that is an eternity. Now, this is what I believe about this. Is that let me use a scenario to paint it. I don't blame people that believe that we are living in a simulation. That we human beings, we are living in a simulation. This is what I believe. Just like a game, right? The games you do play, it comes by levels. It has levels, right? So the time that you are 9 months, that you are in your mom's womb, you know, that 9 months duration, there's every possibility that whatever consciousness you have there, that time that you are, you know, in your mom's womb, the consciousness did not tell you that you stayed there for 9 months. You could be having that consciousness that in that place, whatever consciousness it is, that you have stayed there for as long as you are going to stay on earth also. Who knows? And that is phase one. You have passed that phase. That is not phase one actually. There is a phase beyond that. But let's say in the physical realm, that is phase one. And you have passed that phase and you have gotten to phase two, where you are born. Just like levels in a game, right? There's level one, level two, level wherever. I believe that life after death is another level to eternity that we are already living in. That is the main point I started this video. We are already living in eternity. After death is another level to that game, that simulation of life. We have gotten to another level. It's not as if you are going to die and then join God in eternity. That is not an eternity. Something that you know the beginning. It's not an eternity. You don't know the beginning. That is what makes it an eternity. Even beyond the time that you came into your mom's womb. Those are the things that come together and makes it an eternity. Not when you now die, you now going to join God in eternity. You are already living in eternity. You're just going from phase to phase, from level to level. In this eternity you are living, and that is the support. That is what supports the term reincarnation. You are reincarnated after that level of death. You are reincarnated. to another life, to another journey. Should you choose to? Is another talk for another day. So I just hope that you've gotten that cleared from your head. If you have any questions, like I always say, please drop it in the comment section. Or if you have any doubts, or just drop it in the comment section. We are all here to learn and enlighten ourselves. Okay, so that being said, thank you.